You slip your house key into the lock and cross your fingers. You turn the key and the door opens! Maybe it's your house after all. You pull open the heavy door and enter the house. Achievement unlocked. Welcome to Dead House. All right. This is without a doubt not your house. Mom would never let the entryway get this dirty. You could smell the dust and decay in the air. Man, what tipped you off that it wasn't your house? Here, I want to try something. I notice my battery keeps going down. Ooh, this is cool. You nervously ascend the stairs to rooms unknown. This staircase connects the first and second floors of the house. You've never seen this portrait before. Looks like a creepy sea captain. Maybe it's Grandpa before you were born? What? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. You can't shake the feeling something is missing from this painting. Is it his head? It might be his head. A little girl, maybe? Yes, it is factually a little girl. She looks a little old for the rest of the picture. Who picked these out? Who made these design decisions? Slide? You lie on the stairs facing down and let go. You slide all the way down the stairs. It was a bumpy ride, but there's nothing like it. All right. Yikes, 3 children materialize before your eyes, which you are rubbing in disbelief. This really is a haunted house. Blonde boy. He's a kid about your age, though his clothes are a few years out of date. He's also flickering in and out of your vision periodically. You try to get his attention, and he looks towards you. I live here, you know. I hate going into the basement. He looks away, embarrassed. After a moment, he continues, You believe me, don't you? Return the slab. All right. A translucent little boy, much younger than you. You'd guess 7 or 8 years old. The boy mumbles quietly as you approach. I want to hear the song, but I can't find it. He digs his foot into the carpet nervously. If I look, it'll wake Mom and Dad. You want to hear the song? I don't think I have anything for you yet. Angry girl. You aren't quite sure how this girl got here. She doesn't seem at all happy to see you, though. No sooner do you look in her direction than she starts shouting. You're not supposed to be here. Get out of my house. Strangers aren't allowed in. Go away. Go away. Go away. She glares, willing you out of existence. Can't fool me, she grumbles. I was born on a leap year. I know things. I was born on a leap year too. You need to calm down. Doesn't mean anything. Door stands stoically shut. You can feel a strange energy around it and assume it's locked for the time being. Fine. You hurry across the foyer to the dining room. What? You step into the dining room and spring back, immediately noticing a woman at the table. She eyes you intently, like a hawk searching for prey. Cougar Town. You've never seen this woman before in your life. How'd she get in? Maybe she lives here, in the haunted version of your house, that is. You're taking this extremely well. A toothy grin spreads across the woman's face before she speaks. There you are, John. Come give me a big kiss. No way. Taken aback by her forward request, you aren't sure what to say. You shake your head. Ah, is that any way to treat your Aunt Dahlia? I'm suspicious. Something just isn't right about her. I don't have an Aunt Dahlia. But of course you do. I'm a distant relative and haven't visited since you were very little. No way. Mom would have mentioned you, and she never has. Who are you, really? Well, of course she wouldn't. I'm from your father's side of the family. Sorry, lady, I don't have any idea who you are. Humph. I'll be waiting here when you learn some manners. Yeah, okay. Deco plates. Decorative plates are a common collectible item among women your mother's age. Okay. I'll take one. You lift the plate gingerly off its pegs and hide it away among your things. Prune juice? Oh, I forgot about the prune juice one. This glass is already full of a dark, thick liquid. Is it supposed to be yours? I'll take it. Oh, I roll up the placemat and take it for later. I'm not gonna drink the prune juice. Okay, I'll drink the prune juice. I don't really understand what the point of saving is. You plug your nose and take a big gulp out of the glass. It goes down easier than you expected. After a moment, your vision grows cloudy and a wave of exhaustion washes over you. You feel incredibly weak. Wrinkles stretch across your hands and arms. You struggle to think of a way out, but you're just so tired. Maybe you'll come with an idea tomorrow. You lie down on the floor, ready for a nice long nap. Yeah, it turns you into like, it ages you or whatever. Oh, sorry. Wait, I need to like, let's go ahead and let's give her a kiss. You'll see what happens. You hesitantly walk to the woman, then lean in to kiss her wrinkled cheek. It's clammy and loose. She smells like dust, mothballs, and some spice you can't quite describe. That's better. Now, your Aunt Dahlia poured a glass of prune juice, your favorite. Down the hatch. Decline. No thanks, I'm not thirsty. Is there any way to treat your Aunt Dahlia? Your mother wanted me to look after you today, and you're already misbehaving. If Mom sent you, then what's the password? The password? I think you're a little old to need a password. Your mother can trust you to pick out a stranger, can't she? You're right, I can pick out a stranger. You put some distance between the woman and yourself. You're a stranger. Leave me alone. Sick burn. I'll be waiting here for you. Okay. Let's go into this hallway, I guess. The den is where the family gathers to watch TV or just hang out together. You don't want to hang out in this version for too long, though. Coffee table. Sturdy coffee table like this is great for doing homework while watching TV. Remote. You attempt to turn the television on remotely, but it's no use. We'll take it. I have so many items. What the hell is this? Is this an Atari? You think it's some kind of video game console. It's older than you are, though. Aren't there enough video games in your life right now? Oh, come on. There's never enough video games. You've heard of grandfather clocks, but this must be a great-grandfather clock. It seems very old and expensive. You move in for a closer look at the clock. These little tabs seem to mark different years. They demonstrate just how old this clock really is. Is this like the cuckoo clock of doom? I think it is. There's something deeply unsettling about the pictures hanging on the wall. Is there? What is this? This door leads into a short hallway and into another room. There's something deeply unsettling, okay. Oh, what's this? I didn't even see this. Film? It's a roll of film. You can load this into a camera and take pictures. Tuck the film away for safekeeping. Maybe you'll find a camera later. The bookshelves stretch from floor to ceiling, full of your dad's book collection. You push and pull several books to check for secret passages, but no such luck. The most you found was a paper cut. That sucks. You slide so many horses off the shelf and into your collection. What? What? What am I gonna use all these items for? So far, the only puzzle I've solved is the weed killer with the stay out of the basement guy. Couch has seen better days, but still looks comfortable. All right, Mike Dawson. You lean back and let the cushion support you. This is the life. Realizing you're still inside a dark, creepy perversion of your house, you snap out of your reverie. Reverie. You crack the door and peek through. Looks like it leads to the laundry room. Oh, perfect. The laundry room is an oddly welcome sight. At first glance, it appears exactly like you left it, other than an extra door. The dryer's running at the moment. Dude. I know what this is from. All right, maybe this is what we'll get to see. From Goosebumps number 61, I Live in Your Basement. See the washer and dryer in the background? Okay. Let's do it. Open. You tug on the handle, but it won't budge. Ah, damn it. The dryer is running and it sounds like there's something inside. You can't tell what it is through the window. The basket's full of dirty clothes. You hope laundry wasn't your chore this week. Sniff, sniff. Ugh. You find yourself intensely interested in this door, as it doesn't exist in your normal laundry room. You open the door, eager to find out what this new room could be. What? You slide open the latch and pull the door open. Does this go back into the backyard? I think it does. Huh. Oh, so these are like puzzles to solve? Wait, what is all this stuff? Oh, big spooky tree. Oh, okay. Noticing the bathroom is locked, you knock on the door. There's no response. Let's go in here then. You step away from your safe, normal laundry room. Okay, MC Escher. You stand at the foot of infinity. There's some film here somehow. I've got 2 film. Don't. Don't. Crossing forever to the next. What? This isn't Comic Sans, is it? Ooh, detergent. Take. You heft the laundry soap into your bag. A supply cupboard to hold all your laundry supplies. Dryer sheet. Why do I have so much of these? You take the fabric softener. At least now your bag will smell nice. You pour a drop of soap on the floor and move around with your foot. You know, in the right setting, this would make a great substitute for ice skating. What? You leave a dryer sheet behind to fight any potential static electricity. Alright, I'm gonna leave. You decide to retire to the den. Yes, let me retire. Okay. The strange woman is still seated in the dining room. She idly sips her drink, waiting for you to strike up conversation. Her eyes are almost daring you to do so. I duck into the kitchen. Oh! We're gonna look underneath the sink, you guys. The kitchen looks like a period piece from a time you want nothing to do with. You immediately notice a dripping sound. You strain to hear the source of the dripping. It's so faint, it will be hard to find it. You struggle to think of ways to make it louder. You want to track down the drip, but you need to increase its volume. How would I do that? Mom's been on a smoothie kick lately because they're easy to eat on the run. You can't think of the last time you made toast, yet the toaster's right out on the counter. You grip the handle firmly and pull open the fridge. Purple stuff? It's a large bottle of juice. You're not really a fan. Drinking stuff like this makes you feel like an old man. We'll take it though, I guess. You're certainly not going to drink it, but you find yourself taking the juice anyway. Jelly jam! Jelly jam branded fruit preserves. Trust Jelly Jam for only the best jellies and jams. Like camp jelly jam, I guess. You decide to take the flavor of jelly jam with you. Dude! A standard wide cupboard beneath the sink. It needs to be large enough for a plumber to fit for repairs. We're gonna open it. You reach down and open the cupboard. Ah, there's the sponge! A suspicious looking sponge. As you move left and right, it almost seems to be following you, watching. Let's take it. Against your better judgment, you pass the sponge into your bag. You stare at the sponge, certain it was moving a second ago. Something isn't right, you're sure of it. Maybe we put you back. You squeeze the sponge, holding it as far away from yourself as possible. A bit of water seeps between your fingers. You win this time, sponge. Dish soap. Why do we have so many items? A wooden panel's been hastily attached here. You wonder why they did that. So we need a screwdriver, I guess. I don't have one yet. Ooh, you pull the drawer open. Talisman. It's somebody's art project. They create a metal with ingredients found in nature. You decide it looks like a talisman. You decide to take the talisman with you. Maybe it can ward off some of this weirdness. Okay, so what's this? Disposal. You peer into the drain leading to the garbage disposal. There's something else down there. Something shiny. Maybe we can fish it out with something. I don't have anything to fish it out with. Maybe we like... That's a good way to grind up a perfectly good dish soap, but a terrible way to retrieve an object from a drain. Maybe we could like fill it with water, soapy water, and I don't know. You see the neighbor's house on the other side of the window, but it feels worlds away. You reach up and open the cupboard. Purple peanut butter? Okay, yeah, this definitely is a Give Yourself Goosebumps reference. I forgot about the purple peanut butter. That's what Fifi was from, too. Yeah! Yeah, that was like the babysitter. So that girl, that woman that was walking the dog was the babysitter, I think. Oh, it's just jelly. No, wait, the label says purple peanut butter. Okay, then. We'll take it. I can't remember what it does. Dishwasher. Opening it would only bring your chores into stark relief. There will be time later. Close the fridge, you're like... wasting energy. Believe it or not, the plant was just as dead this morning. Not a lot's changed in the kitchen. Alright, we have a ton of stuff. Let's go upstairs. You hope this situation resolves soon. You'll never get used to ghosts living downstairs. What does he want again? Okay. Can't see up there. Let's go into the left hall. You tromp up the stairs into the first hallway. You stand in the upstairs hallway, which seems relatively untouched. Dad's study is locked, like it always is when he's out of town. The key should be around somewhere. A familiar family portrait. Oh, sorry, photograph. Comforting. You always thought this end table was a bit spooky looking, but compared to the stuff you've seen today, not anymore. Okay. My room. It won't open. Mom's right, it is annoying when somebody locks your bedroom door. There's not even a lock on the door, but it's not opening. Feels like someone's on the other side holding it shut. Well, this sucks. Can't go anywhere. We can go here, I think. I'm not really sure. How do I go over there? Right hall. Let's go there. You turn at the top of the stairs hanging across the landing. This hallway crosses over the entryway downstairs to the furthest reaches of the house. You try pushing, you try pulling, but nothing will open this door. It's being held shut. Oh, the door opens, but not without some effort. The frame seems a little warped. Let's go. Pass through into the next room, dodging a bit of falling plaster as you pass through the doorway. It's just a dead end. The hatch in the ceiling should lead to the attic. The attic door is too high to reach. You hear a dull grinding all around you. Is it coming from the walls? If you didn't know any better, you'd swear the walls just moved. Pipe. Hit. You slam your closed fist into the pipe. You hear ringing from the pipe and in your ears. Pain rings up your arm, too. There's no doubt about it, the room is shrinking. You leave the room. Yeah. Huh. Wall frame. Records of your family's many adventures. Somehow adventure always means hours in the car. There's a bug skittering inside the light. Okay, thank you. Let's see. I don't know what to do with all this stuff. There's so much stuff. What do we do with the So Many Horses book? That's quite all right. Who can blame you for being on edge with so many strange goings on today? Yeah. It's the worst day, you say, relieved to have somebody to talk to. It took forever to get out of school. I ran to this creep in the woods. Then this crazed dog nearly bit my face off, right outside. I don't know what's going on. That sounds dreadful, just dreadful. You know what perks me right up? Prune juice. Why don't you have a little sip? No. Maybe a little later, you say, stalling. What doesn't make sense to me is, are they connected? I guess they're not strange on their own, but all these freaky things happening on the same day? You keep talking without much of a point, eventually looping around to the homework you'll need to cram in tomorrow before class. Aunt Dahlia appears to be nodding off. She's shut her eyes several times already. No reason to stop while you're on a roll. You keep talking, diving into the first subject that comes to mind. Your voice echoes strangely down the adjacent hallways of the otherwise silent house. Your story is rudely interrupted by a loud, sharp snort. Aunt Dahlia is asleep. Snoring, in fact. You weigh your options. Let's let her sleep. You sink lower, careful not to make a sound. There's no telling how deeply she's sleeping. Free of the woman's uncomfortable gaze, you turn your attention back to the room. Now, where were you? Okay, I think we use an item here. I think we use the prune juice on her. Or the purple stuff, whatever. You hold out the purple stuff, but she's not quite sure what to make of it. She grins sweetly to be polite. Oh, wait a second. Oh, we used the cup of prune juice. Okay, we gotta get her back. Yeah. We gotta get her back to sleeping. Use it on glass? Being careful not to make a sound, you lean in front of Dahlia and pour the bottle's contents into her glass. She awakens with a start and resumes sipping at her glass as if nothing happened. After several sips, Dahlia realizes something is wrong and begins coughing. Looks like the prune juice works both ways. Well, what did you do? She collapses on the table, clawing towards you. You little punk! How dare you! You notice a loud hissing sound slowly building from deep within the woman. She falls to the ground and begins to melt out of existence. Nothing remains in her place except a small cassette tape. And I got an achievement called An Old Story's End. Oh my god, no more items! No more items! I don't need any more! Look at all of these. Like, it makes it substantially more difficult to, like... Oh, that's so much easier to use the arrow keys. It makes it substantially more difficult to figure out what these kids, for example, need. Okay, I think we can actually solve this guy. He wants you to prove he used to live here. So... maybe this letter will do it. I was thinking maybe the house key, but he takes the envelope eagerly, confirming his name on the address. He tears it open, reading the enclosed letter with much interest. As he reaches the end, the ghost looks to you and smiles. He seems to be at peace. Just as suddenly as he appeared, the child fades out of view. You feel his presence leave the house gently. A moment later, the basement door unlocks with a resounding click. And what's this? You can't be sure, but this looks like an undeveloped photograph. You've seen the photo kids at school with similar ones. You carefully take the photo paper and slip it safely into your bag. I mean, it'd be great if we could see... Alright, whatever. Let's go in here now. With some hesitation, you turn the knob and open the basement door a crack. Do you really want to go down there? You peer down into the darkness of the basement, then force yourself to descend. Great. The basement is dark and musty. Sweltering heat builds as the furnace kicks on. You don't want to be down here any longer than necessary. Alright, well... Enter the furnace! This terrifying iron creature stands immobile against the wall, breathing coal and coughing smoke. You can feel the heat from here, reaching towards you, taunting. Alright. Let's take a tool. On closer inspection, these are just painted on. What? Inside, there's a standard flathead screwdriver. You reach in and take it out. Oh, we definitely need that for underneath the sink. I think this actually is going to help. A vise? These are used to hold objects in place so you can work on them with tools. Like what? Like the sponge? No. Didn't quite work. A bunch of old Halloween stuff. Alright, very specific. It's a handy storage closet. It's not locked, so the door slides open easily. Stepladder. How am I transporting all these items? You shove the stepladder into your pack. Do I also get the coat hanger? You take the hanger out of the closet. Okay. Enter. Nope. So much nope. Not really sure what to do with the furnace. I think I do know what to use the screwdriver on. So this kid wants the piano stuff. I don't know what this angry girl wants. We'll get to her later, though. The dining room feels empty without Aunt Dolly in it, like the house's gaping maw, eager to swallow you whole. Alright. Drip, drip, drip. It's impossible to ignore the dripping sound. Alright, come on. Damage? There must be a leak somewhere. This is some serious water damage. It is? I don't think so, but... You carefully remove the screw with the screwdriver. What? Crawl space? There's a very large hole in the back of the cupboard. You tuck your arms close and squeeze through the hole. Hey, there's a tunnel back here. The hole opens up into a tunnel stretching into the distance. It's cramped and you already have dirt in your hair. You can hear the dripping though. You need to find the source of that leak. I'm sorry, where are we? Oh my god. Shuffling on your hands and knees, you press onward. Here the tunnel splits. You listen for the drip. I think it's to the right? It's a dead end. You haven't been able to hear the dripping for some time. You must have taken a wrong turn. You wish you had a way to turn up the volume of the dripping so you could hear it better. I do wish I had a way. This pipe is pretty rusty, but there's no leak. Alright. Okay, so like... we go forward again? Corridor leads further into the tunnels. Do I have some way to, like... I don't think I have some way to, like... amplify the sound. I mean, that sounds like a hint. I just don't know what we need for it. Okay. So... I think we use the wire hanger here, maybe? Carefully bend the hanger into a hook. You manage to do so after pricking yourself a scant 4 or 5 times. You thread your new hook into the disposal drain and easily remove the object inside. It's a key! You place it in your pack. Where does it go? It's the study key. This fancy brass key unlocks your dad's study upstairs. Well, let's go. I'm so eager. I wonder if, like, Dad's a monster. That would be a good reference. Or if Dad's a snowman. So many references. Okay, no wait, no, yeah, this is it. I think, right? The key slides naturally into the lock, which opens as you turn it. Success! You sneak into Dad's study. The study feels set apart from the rest of the house, everything being made of expensive wood like oak and mahogany. And apparently a CRT monitor. Manual. It's a deceptively thick instruction manual for a cassette player. Let's read it. You crack the book and flip to a dog-eared page. Order of operation. First, place batteries into the back of the player. Second, open the cassette door and place the cassette inside until it clicks. Take care that the top of the cassette is facing down. Lastly, close the cassette door, press play to begin listening to music. Thick book. What is this? A thick leather-bound volume on mythical creatures. Volume 3, apparently. Some legends claim a gargoyle's saliva turns its prey to stone, leading experts to speculate the side effects of an all-rock diet. What? Climb. Testing for a solid foothold, you begin your ascent. You turn back, however, when the fan nearly removes your head. Okay, so we gotta turn off the fan, I guess. Your dad likes to tell the story about when your family first moved in, and it always seemed incredibly hot in this room. After 2 years, he finally realized that the fan was set to reverse, so instead of cool air, it was blowing hot air. That's just the type of guy your dad is. Yeah, the type that blows hot air. What? I have three film now. Oh, the piano! A sturdy and finely polished antique. A small plaque indicates it was manufactured by Shriek and Toggles. So this is from Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. You take the time to sit down and play your celebrated rendition of Chopsticks. Nothing happened, though. Wait, what's this? Is that a chess rook? How many? Are we gonna have more items than this? We need to use them up faster than we're getting them. Like, this is ridiculous. A framed motivational poster. Your dad's nuts about these things. You tap the keyboard to wake it up, but it's locked. You're going to need a password to access the computer. It's a simple sticky note with a hastily jotted password reminder. It says, I always remember my password in the bathroom. There's no way we can attempt to solve it. Papers everywhere. You recognize some as bills or notes to your dad, but there's plenty of new trash scattered around. You sift through the piles and find a worthy specimen. Straightening it out, you get to reading. To whom it may concern, on the eve of last Friday, I had the irredeemable pleasure of dining at your establishment, one Walk the Tiger. While the service had its own issues, it was adequately typical of venues of this ilk, so I would not deign to tell you your business. That said, the troubling quality was your food. I ordered the Milan's chicken, which is my go-to item on your menu. And while the dish was for the most part pleasantly uneventful, the penultimate piece of fried fowl was quite curious. I suppose there's no delicate way to put this, so I'll be blunt. It was shaped like a giraffe. I was so tickled by this occurrence that I waited an embarrassingly long time before devouring it. I then left it in my car, and I wasn't halfway home before who should startle awake in the back seat but my grandfather. It seems I'd forgotten entirely that he wanted to accompany me to dinner. We'd been planning it for weeks. And believe you me, he is just the type of person to be amused by the giraffe-shaped chicken. In closing, I would like to ask if the peculiar chicken is an intended element of this dish, as I'd never noticed it prior. If this is intentional, consider this a formal request to have giraffe chicken lined up for next Thursday. I will be returning them with my grandfather, and our plan at this time is for him to join me in the restaurant. Given your role in the aforementioned mix-up, I believe this to be a reasonable concession. Thank you for your understanding. Theodore M. Ingram. My God. The desk is messy. Uh-huh. You never understand your dad's obsession with shag carpet. I'm guessing that this is like... I only have 3 left in my cell phone. A bad signal in here. The backyard looks gloomy from up here. Dark sky, barren tree, lonely tire swing rocking in a forsaken breeze. Heavy book. Thick book. Thin book. Novel. Let's read all of them, I guess. They have to have hints. Fairly serious depression. The year had taken its toll. He moved across the room to the chair where he spent most of his time these days. Sitting, he stared ahead at the same view he saw every day. This was his reality now. Room, chair, view. He chanced to look at his watch. 3:33 p.m., February 29th, 2004. That year, this year, 2004. He wondered if he could only remove this year from the calendar like it never existed. Would things be different? I guess that date's important. You crack the book and flip to an interesting looking page. It's not uncommon for one or more ghosts to populate an area of spiritual significance. Frequent haunt areas include childhood homes, schools, playgrounds, and points of passing. Yeah, thank you. It's not really helpful. Another long-standing myth is the mirror demon. This can be found across many cultures. In the most interesting versions, the creatures cannot leave its mirrored prison. It is actually attacking its victims' images in said mirror. I think there's a Goosebumps book about that. Okay, so I guess we're done here. I don't understand the bathroom thing. I guess I would have to go into the bathroom to solve that. And I can't go into these. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta help these kids, man.